What we made of time left. Chapter 6. Minky woke up quietly, careful not to wake the snoring, sleepyhead June beside him. He felt a bit weird waking up next to a stranger, well, considering they were no longer strangers after sharing their stories last night. Minky cooked a simple breakfast, toast and eggs. He wrapped it in plastic wrap and wrote a note to June, making sure the sick man wouldn't skip breakfast. After putting on his school uniform and grabbing his bag, he went to school and started his day. Minky was scrolling through his phone looking for a part-time gig for the weekend since the bar was closed for private party. Suddenly a hand grabbed his shoulder from behind. Minky already knew who it was, Jang Ho. "How's the host life?" Jang Ho asked. "He could be really annoying in the morning." "It's okay," Minky replied shortly. "Say, since you work there, can you squeeze us in for a drink?" Jang Ho asked with a meaningful look. "But minors aren't allowed to go in," Minky refused. "You're a minor too. Either way, one of us will get caught. We're the ones who got you this job, you should be grateful," Jang Ho said. "Okay, as long as you don't say anything to them," Minky agreed. "Good. See you tonight, shithead," Jang Ho said, ruling his hair. Minky couldn't care less about whatever Jang Ho and the gang did to him. He continued, looking at his phone, searching for new information on how to be a caregiver for a cancer patient. June woke up with a dizzy head. It had been so long since he was last sober. He needed to get a drink to clear his head. His painkillers wouldn't help much. He stood up and got ready. While walking toward the door, he saw a note on the small table next to a prepared breakfast. "Don't go buy any booze. Eat this toast and egg and drink the orange juice in the fridge. You can finish it all. I'll buy new juice tonight," Minky wrote. "Funny kid. Orange juice isn't going to help me," June smiled. Still, he took the orange juice from the fridge and made his way through the breakfast, finishing everything. While enjoying his meal, his phone started ringing. "Mom?" June quickly picked up his phone and greeted his mother happily. "Good morning, my beautiful lady. How are you?" June said. "Good morning, dear. I'm fine. Have you been to the doctor yet?" his mother asked, her voice full of worry. June stopped chewing. Every time his family worried about him, he felt the weight of it on his shoulders. He couldn't hide it this time, especially not from his mother. "Yes, I went to see the doctor, Mom." "You don't have to worry," June said. "Right, dear. Is everything okay?" "What did the doctor say?" his mother asked. "He said to take the medicine and come back for checkup," June replied, now lying on the floor. "You see, I've talked to your dad. We're going to send you to palliative care in a small city in the southern region," his mother continued explaining while June slowly closed his eyes. He really wanted to finish his breakfast, but he couldn't focus while hearing his mother's words. He wanted to go back to the bench where he always slept and forget everything. He wanted to watch the pink flowers bloom and fall into the lake while the sun set. "And June, after the blood transfusion, I think you will need to take care of your body. I suggested that your dad hire a caretaker for you to help with your needs," his mother finally finished talking. "Mom," June called. "Yes, dear. I love you," June said with a heavy heart. His mother was sobbing on the line while June sighed. "I'll call you back later." "Goodbye," he ended the call. He felt the silence settle in like dust after a collapsing house. Relief came, but it was thin, fragile like glass held too long in trembling hands. Going back home meant living inside a cage made of concern, voices wrapping around him like chains disguised as care. Reminders stitched into every hour. Every breath monitored as if he were already halfway gone. He imagined it, his life reduced to a schedule of pills, checkups, and cautious eyes. A body treated like a fragile artifact on display, never allowed to break, yet never allowed to truly live. But none of it could pull the pain out of him. It stayed where it always had, quiet and stubborn, like a shadow that refused to leave even when the light changed. He wondered if healing was just another kind of waiting, one where the body obeys, but the soul slowly forgets how to run. Maybe somewhere quieter would be better. Somewhere the world didn't speak and worry. 5 p.m. Minky hurried to the Yue bar to start his shift. He was aware that tonight Jang Ho and his friends would be coming to the bar. He just needed to make sure they got in and were served drinks. "I'm so in trouble," Minky said while putting on his vest. "What trouble?" a voice came from behind him. So he wasn't the only one in the locker room. It was Bayam, a kind-hearted and good-looking host. "Nothing, Bayam Hyung. I'm just late so I'm in trouble, Minky explained, almost getting caught. That's okay. Everyone just arrived. By the way, are you going to participate in the event this weekend? Bayam asked. Not really, Hyung. I'm new so I don't think I'll be much help with serving, Minky said. Normally, we just greet the guests and explain the food being served. Since the guests aren't many, I think they'll select only a few people, Bayam explained. Right, I think so, Minky said. Don't worry, I'll put in a good word with the boss for you for the next private event, Bayam said supportively. You're really a big help. Thanks, Hyung, Minky said. No worries, Bayam replied with a charming smile. Then Minky suddenly had an idea and decided to ask for help. Then if it's okay, can you help me with a reservation booking? Minky asked. For a dinner? Bayam replied. No, for the bar entry. I told my friends about this place and gave them a good review. They said they want to check this place out and hang out, Minky said. Sure, you can text me their names and I'll talk to the bouncer for you, Bayam agreed. Thank you, Hyung. Minky said. One problem down, but why does it feel like I'm walking straight into another one? He thought. June went to the Yue bar to get some booze. He had already spent all the money in his wallet. He needed a drink for tonight just so he could be sober again by morning. All he could think about was his brother-in-law's place. It was free. It was negotiable. It was persuasive. One more person who worries less than Mom, Dad, and Nuna. June smiled. Kai was an easygoing person. He knew June didn't like it when people looked at him with concern every time he got sick. Kai was the type who stayed one step away from getting involved in other people's business, but June truly needed him, and Kai always gave his best help. I'm going to get something special tonight, June said as he entered the place, as if he had his life together. The bouncer let him through when he flashed his black card, which was actually declined, but apparently confidence. Aesthetic and pure audacity were still acceptable forms of payment in this establishment. Minky was busy serving drinks and food at the tables. He glanced at his work tab when a customer suddenly called him. Hey kid. June waved at him with way too much confidence for someone who clearly didn't belong there. Minky turned slowly. Why are you here? You see, I already finished the orange juice at home. So I came here to look for new juice, June said, as if that was a completely normal reason to show up at a bar. You are not getting any audiobook, Minky replied flatly. June leaned closer like he had just shared a secret mission. You should refill your fridge with juice, or I'll be coming here every day looking for you. A nearby bartender paused mid-shake, slowly looking between them. Another staff member mouthed, Do you know him? At Minky. Minky sighed. Wait here. I'll get you a drink. Give me the best one. June called after him proudly. Don't worry, I'll give you the cheapest one. Minky shouted back without even turning around. The bartender beside him whispered, Is he your problem or our problem? Minky rubbed his temple. Unfortunately, both. He looked at the drink bar like it had personally betrayed him. What's the best way to cure cancer? The internet says healthy lifestyle, rest, and good care. Meanwhile, this bald man's healing plan consists of alcohol orange juice addiction and emotionally harassing underpaid staff. June, meanwhile, was already happily sitting down like he owned the place, swinging his legs slightly as if this was his favorite hobby, annoying Minky for a drink. Minky sighed again. Oh, I will give you the best one, he muttered, grabbing a bottle with the cheapest price and the deepest regret.